This video is brought to you by Netflix's original sci-fi series, Stranger Things. I've seen the first 2 episodes. It's really good. You should watch it. I would, and I have. The first 2. Like I said, it's really good. Bloody get into it. Science fiction films have given us some of the greatest movie twists of all time. Whether it be Darth Vader being Luke's father, Soylent Green turning out to be people, or the fact it was Earth all along. So many great moments. So let's count down 5, minus the 3 I just offhandedly mentioned. Which is annoying because now I have to think of more, more great sci-fi twists. Look, I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably get lazy and just throw in a crap one at the end. Regardless, let's get into it. Starting with Alien. Now, this movie really raised the bar in terms of both science fiction and horror, and is filled with twists and turns along the road to obliterating a monster with a spaceship engine. Such as Ripley turning out to be the main protagonist, and some kind of penis rat monster bursting out of John Hurt's chest. But the biggest shock to me was the reveal that Bilbo Baggins was a synthetic person. Though I don't think I was as surprised as Parker, who was the last person to realize that yes, that man filled with milk and ball bearings running around with his head off was in fact a robot.
She's a goddamn robot.
The Matrix trilogy is not a good trilogy. In fact, it's a bad trilogy, and a perfect example of filmmakers not understanding the universe that they built in the first amazing movie, which really makes sense, considering the entire plot is ripped from Grant Morrison's The Invisibles. But the idea that humans are locked inside an artificial reality used by machines as essentially batteries to power squids and kung fu and Colonel Sanders, well look, I'll tell you what, I think Keanu Reeves said it best.
Excellent!
Did you ever see The Thing? Not the original or the prequel, but the one in between, the good one? I don't think I can even pinpoint one specific twist. It's just a who's who of who is and who isn't the Thing. At first you're like, hey man, what's up with that dog? And then you're like, it's the Thing! Then it turns out that this other guy's also the Thing, and then you're like, man, this guy's having a heart attack. That's not good. Oh no, it's the Thing. He's back. Maybe this petri dish of blood isn't the Thing. Surprise, it is. And so's this guy's head. It's a spider. Man, The Thing's a great movie. Everyone should watch The Thing. Blade Runner has a crazy twist ending. It turns out that Deckard may have been a replicant. Twist. That's in the theatrical cut. In the director's cut, it's less ambiguous, and he was a replicant. Twist. Harrison Ford, though, has stated that he definitely wasn't a replicant. Twist! Again, a twist. So look, depending on how you interpret it or what you believe, Deckard was definitely, maybe, almost certainly not a replicant. I guess we'll find out for sure in that Blade Runner sequel, or, we'll get another 50 versions on home release, and then we'll just never know. It'll just be like another endless debate. Fantastic. Now look, this last one, as promised, it isn't a great film, but I've always enjoyed the ending. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines.
Talk to the hand.
Now, the events of Terminator 2 led audiences to believe that there is no fate but what we make for ourselves. But then Terminator 3 is like, nah, everything's inevitable. Nuclear war! Yeah, it kind of ruins the point of the previous movie, but still, I thought it was a bold choice. Then, of course, Terminator Genisys was like, hey, no, you can stop fate or whatever, because they tried to retcon everything, but it just ballsed everything up even more. How are there more bad Terminator films than good films now? What's that about? But look, if you love sci-fi properties, I'd highly recommend Netflix's Stranger Things. Remember Super 8? It's like that, but done properly. A mix of science fiction, compelling characters, and 80s nostalgia. If I had to compare it to anything, I'd say it's like a blend of Freaks and Geeks, a good episode of The X-Files, and the Spielbergian films of the 80s, like E.T. and The Goonies. All 8 episodes are available July 15th on Netflix, and like I said, highly recommended. I mean, I've only seen 2, but it's the kind of thing where I'm annoyed that I have to wait for the rest of them. Why can't they just give me all the episodes of Netflix's Stranger Things? Probably because, I'd show my mum and then she'd accidentally spoil it on Facebook. God damn it, Mum. God damn you in this fictional scenario I crafted in my mind. But yeah, Stranger Things, July 15th. Netflix. Get into it. Do you have a favourite sci-fi twist, though? If you do, feel free to leave it below. And speaking of twists, I've hidden a whole lot of Netflix logos throughout this video. You probably noticed already. Is that a twist? It's not really a twist. But if you can find them all, it wouldn't be a waste of your time. It'd be valued time that you've spent, not a waste. Valued. And also, if you're keen, you can check out some of my other videos, which are linked there and below, along with my podcast, The Weekly Planet, where we talk movies and comics and TV shows. I've got a review here that says, good enough not to be bad. I'll take that. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Take care.